Um, today was today was a good day, but it was also a hard day. I went to a funeral for a member of a church that I used to work at, and got to see a lot of people. Like, it's crazy that I went and visited also a guy who's on hospice care now, and to see how quickly he's diminishing from when I saw him the last time, right? And so I talk about those two guys real quick because I've been saying it to people a lot. Like, you never know, right? Like, you never know when your time is up. And I literally just saw both of them maybe 6-7 months ago, and now one of them is dead, and one of them is close, right? And he's on hospice, and I'd be surprised if he makes it a couple more weeks, and his wife is like at the point where she's like, I'm not leaving his side, like, for anything. Like, other people could figure it out, because she even knows it's close, right? And and I start thinking about, like, how much time do we waste with petty, stupid stuff that has absolutely no relevance to life and where we're going and what we're doing and what really matters. And I think about, like, those two guys and just how quickly things change, right? We think we have a certain amount of time, right? Like, we think we have years, and we don't. Not all of us do. Like, we all have a clock that's running that we don't see, and what we do at the time that we have is up to us in the moment, right? In the here and now. And so it's interesting, right? So I posted this morning, don't negotiate with weakness, right? And I know from a Christian perspective, like, weakness is good, because as we become weaker, God can become greater. But that's not the weakness that I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about negotiating with the part of you that doesn't want to do the hard stuff, right? That doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning when you need to get your workout in, to get all your stuff done, right? The part of you that doesn't want to do the disciplined habits to get the things done that you need to become the person you need to become, right? Or the person who, right, the part of you that doesn't want to eat healthily or do your homework or turn the TV off, or, right? Like, we negotiate with that part of us a lot more than we probably should. And we make concessions for the parts of us that to negotiate with the weakness and to not move through the things that we need to do, right? Andy Frisella always talks about there's two people in each of us, right? The boss and the bitch, right? And he says, like, we need to be listening to the boss voice, because the boss voice is what moves us in the direction that we need to be going to do the things that we need to do. The other voice is the one that wants to quit, and the one that doesn't want to do the things that are necessary, and the one that wants to play rather than take care of the job, right? Or that wants to have the pleasure over the purpose, and we need to be doing purpose over pleasure, right? And so, like, but we negotiate with it all the time. Like, when we hit the snooze button, we're negotiating with the weakness, right? When we lay in bed longer than we're supposed to be, we're negotiating with the weakness. Wes Watson was talking about, he gets up at 2:45 every morning, right? And he said that sometimes his wife or his girl would say, stay in bed with me and just cuddle. And he's like, no, we don't cuddle in the morning. If we want to cuddle, we cuddle at night when we go to bed. When the morning comes, that's time to get up and do work. And that's like a non-negotiating with the weakness, right? He doesn't give in, even though it's his woman that's asking for it. He doesn't give in to it, because he knows that all it does is make him softer. And so if he gets the stuff done that he needs to get done in the day, then he has the ability to do some of those things at the nighttime if he chooses to. And I did that one yesterday or today, because yesterday I negotiated with the weakness, right? I do burpees every day. As part of my workout now, and I do my Wes Watson workout, in the mornings, and then I do burpees in the afternoon, and I do a strength workout in the afternoons also. And yesterday when I was sitting down after my burpees were completed, I sat there and I thought to myself, like, I don't want to squat. Like I do not want to squat today. And I started telling myself, I can do it tomorrow, right? I can do it tomorrow, and that'll be okay. Because there have been many times where I've pushed off the workout that I need to get done one day for another day. And that's me negotiating with the weakness and not holding myself accountable to the non-negotiables that I had said to you guys that I was going to do a couple months ago, right? Because I had said in there, every day I'm going to do my 2 workouts, and one of them will be a strength workout, right? And I can justify it and say, well, the Wes Watson workout, the way I do it is a strength workout because I'm getting bigger, I'm getting stronger. But that's not what I meant when I said that, right? And so to hold myself accountable, I have to tell you that I negotiated with the weakness. I negotiated with the weakness this morning. That's why I actually put that one up there, right? Because this morning I had to go to Hanford for the funeral. And so my mind, I know that in order for me to get the workout in that I need to get in, I needed to get up at 3:30. So I could be at the gym by 4, so I could be done with my workout by 5:15, so I could get the guys to work that needed to get there by 5:45, 6 o'clock, and then I could head off to Hanford. Well, I set the alarm clock for 3:30. Right before I fell asleep, I changed it to 4:30. Had no intention of getting up, right? And that's a failure on my part, right? Like, I negotiated with the weakness, and the weakness won. Rather than taking care of the things that I needed to take care of today, I let the weakness, the part of me that doesn't want me to be the best that I can be, win. And that's what it really boils down to, right? When we negotiate with the weakness and we allow the weakness leverage for whatever reason, we allow the part of us that doesn't want us to be the best version of ourselves that we can win. Like, that's what happens, right? But like, you call it what you want. You could call it, oh, I need a break, or no. What it is I let the part of me that doesn't want me to be the best version of myself win. Because the literature says that we have a self-destructive personality that cries out for failure. So there's a part of me that wants me to self-sabotage all the time. And when I eat stuff that I'm not supposed to be eating, when I don't get my workouts in, or when I only get half of them in, or when I only go as half as hard as I'm supposed to, whatever excuses I come up with in my head to not work out as hard as I need to, I'll say, oh, I don't have enough time. Then I need to make it, right? When things are important, we make time for them. When things matter, we get them done, right? No matter what. And when we don't make something non-negotiable, we allow it to have slippery slopes for us. And that's what I did yesterday and today, right? Like, I allowed the weakness to win, and that's not okay. You know what I mean? And so again, I have to recommit myself to what I'm doing and why I'm doing this, right? Because so at the end of the day, what I really want to do is I need to become the best version of me. And in order for me to do that, I can't allow for slip-ups or not to negotiate with the weakness, right? Because I don't know about you, but I'm not one of those guys that I cannot do something one day and it's good and I get back on the horse right away. Like sometimes when I take a break, right? And it gets longer and longer, or I get lazier and lazier, or weaker and weaker, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, like all those things, right? Like, I have to stay on top of my stuff, right? I have to continually keep doing the things that I'm doing to keep going in the direction that I need to go. And I know that about me, and that's why, like, I have to talk about me not doing the things that I needed to do today or yesterday because I didn't want to, right? Because I wanted to allow the weakness to win, right? I wanted to negotiate with it and like, okay, well, what about this, or what? No, like, there's no negotiating with it, right? Like, I have to allow the boss voice to be the boss voice and do what I need to do for me. And maybe what it is I need to do is read my non-negotiables again, because I haven't read them in a little bit. And so maybe I've forgotten about the things that I need to be doing to keep me in tune, right? To keep me going, right? Like I need my tune up. I know like when I started doing like church planting and like business stuff, like they always say like you need to read your mission and your vision every day, right? You need to keep it in front of your people. You need to keep reminding them why they do what they're doing, why what your business is about is important. And maybe I need to read my non-negotiables to remind myself of what I'm supposed to be doing every day. Because maybe there are some other things that I've slipped up, and that's why I've allowed the weakness to negotiate with me, right? Because the things that I was doing to keep me in line and to keep me in tune, I've stopped doing, right? Some of them, not all of them, because I definitely know that I really do eat pretty good. Like I today at the funeral, they had ice cream and cookies, and when I went to go visit the lady or the guy on hospice today, they had pizza, and I turned all that down. Like I'm not even gonna eat until I get to a place where I can eat something that my body can use, because I know like if they're not eating, and she's like, and we got wings too, and I'm like, I will smash all that stuff, and so I need not do it, right? Because I know me, and I know how I'll feel, and if I'm already not getting to my workouts, to eat like crap is bad. And I told my wife that, right? I was driving home and I said, what do you want to do for dinner? And she's like, oh, whatever you want. I go, look, I didn't work out today. And when I don't do the things that I need to do for me like that, like I want to just like say, screw it and let the wheels fall off. I'm like, I want pizza. That's what I want. I want some good pizza. And my wife's like, all right, go ahead. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. I can't. Nope. I said, well, all right, we'll just see. And I came home and I had my little burger patty and my rice. That's what I ate, right? No pizza, because it's not going to do me any good to just totally sabotage myself, even if it's just for one day. No, it's not. It's not going to work. And so I did record me doing some burpees yesterday, so I'll post some of that so you guys can see kind of what I look like right now, where I'm at. But I feel good. Like my clothes are fitting different. The scale isn't moving, but I definitely like I'm getting bigger, and like people are talking about like, man, your arms are getting bigger, your chest starting to stick out a little bit more now, like, and you're not getting fatter. Like that's not what's happening here. And I'm like, I'm just eating the way I'm supposed to and getting my workouts in, right? Getting the burpees in every day. That's gonna help too. That's gonna help shred me up a little bit. So remember, on the 20th, I'm gonna go get my body fat scan done again, so we can kind of give an update about 30 days in on this Wes Watson program with his eating and his working out, and me adding my strength and some of this burpee stuff now, because he's always talking about doing burpees too. Kind of see where we are, so we can have it right, like, so I can make modifications. Like, look, I haven't even shaved. Like, see, like, man, the wheels are falling off. Right, the wheels are falling off. Like, I need to shave. I need to cut my hair. I need to do it. Right, so it's like 9:20 right now. I need to get this video uploaded and get to bed, so wait, tomorrow when I wake up, I can attack the world like I need to. And I probably need to start with reading my non-negotiables again and figuring out what is it that I need to be doing every day again, right? And reassessing what I'm trying to do. Like if this is what I say I want, then I need to do it. And if it's not, then I need to reassess that, right? And make the modifications that are necessary so that I'm not a liar and I'm not full of crap, because that's not okay today, right? I need to be a man of my word. And so I either need to say, no, this is what I'm doing and finish, or I need to change it and let everybody know, here's where we're at now. Here's what we're doing, and here's how we're going to go about this, because I'm weak, right? Because I can't do what I said in the first place. So it's good. Ain't nobody mad. We just need to make sure stuff happens now. That's it. You know what I mean? I got a big sermon coming up on Sunday that I'm getting ready for, and you know, like there's certain answers that I'm looking for that I'm not finding, and there's certain things that I want to say that I don't know how I'm going to say it yet, right? So I'm still processing through that, and I have some step work I need to get done for me, and I have with some sponsees, and you know what I mean? There's a lot of I got to take, you know, be there for my wife and my family still. I need to make sure, right? Like there's a lot of things that are on the cusp, and so I don't have time to waste sitting down watching TV, which I did today. I watched the All-Star game. I don't have that time. I don't have that luxury, right? Because I promised my wife in 3 years I'd have her retired. So that's what needs to happen. I need to get more guys in the homes. I need to, right, make the business stuff move. There's stuff I got to get done. And so it's good. You know, I needed to have this little accountability moment where I tell myself and I start assessing how I'm doing, how I'm feeling. Because I can tell you guys, man, shit's always going good. It's always good. It's good. No, it's not always good. There are those moments where I see myself slipping and I need to recalibrate to get back on the ball. And so I just want to let you guys know that God loves you and so do I. I hope you guys all have a great day and God bless you. And don't negotiate with the weakness.